Welcome back, Kevin's Mobile Repair. We've got us a 2015 Nissan Pathfinder 3.5. We're doing some spark plugs. Let's give you an overview of what we got going on here. So here's our tool list. Pair of pliers, flathead, 10mm on an extension. Using those pliers, mine like to bent. A T30, yes, and either a 9/16 or a 14mm spark plug socket. Also have an extension, make it easier to get to the front ones. That way I'm not down inside there, I can be up here and make it easier. Alright, so what do we have? Your cover comes off. You got 2 10s here, 10 here, 10 there, and the cover piece will come off. This also would need to come off, which is your front air resonator, I guess you're going to want to call it, for the air filter box that goes right there. So 2 10s here, that comes up, and you can get to the 2 10s that sit right here and right here for the bottom half of the cover. So once those comes up, then you're going to take off your top of your air filter. You're going to have a flathead screwdriver here, unclip, take out your mass airflow connector, and then it comes out, come up and out of the way this way. You'll need to gain access to this area over here to get to the throttle body and some stuff over there, which I'll show you in just a second. Alright, so now disassembly. I don't take this entire thing out because I do like taking off as little as possible. So what we have is a couple of vacuum connectors. There's a 10 right here that holds this. Move that out of the way. Same thing with this one, 10 here. Move that out of the way. This is your connector for your fuel pressure regulator. There's a 10 right here. That can move up and out of the way. You have a 10 right here for the bracket for the evaporator purge hoses. Move those out of the way. Right here, this whole metal harness piece right here will come out of the way. Got a 10 right here and a 10 right here. You have to have a 10 up here, and then disconnect it from the upper part of the intake manifold that goes right here. This little hose sits right there. And then all of this come and sit out of the way right here. This little thing right here clips in right there. I don't even take that out. You can if you want, but move those out of the way, move those out of the way. You're gonna have nut here, and then bolt, 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 bolt. That's for your intake manifold itself. You can take those out from now, or you can take it off in a minute, but your choice. Next thing, over here on this side, I disconnected the throttle body so I don't have to mess with these coolant lines. You're gonna have T30s, 4 of them that go all the way around. Right here is gonna be a bracket which holds this harness right here. Once you take that off and out of the way, you have another one sitting right here for the back half of your evaporator purge harness. See how it's moving? See, that 10 goes right there. So you can disconnect that. You can take off this hose right here that goes behind the throttle body, which is what this is attached to. That one and this one over here, you can take it off, and then the whole intake manifold will come out completely if you want. I don't like doing that, but then again, it's your call, because I'm just going to pull the whole thing up and sit it over here on the side. Once you've got the bolts here in the middle, you can lift it up. You will not be able to move it completely out of the way yet because you've got a couple things back in the back. So we got a PCV hose right here. I found it easier to get the clamp off at the valve cover because the one back here by the intake is rotated in a fashion that can't get a couple things on there very easy. There's also one right here that goes at the back of the intake. That one comes off, that one comes off, and then you can pull it even further. Right here, see that little wiring loom? That is going to hold your O2 sensor. And make sure you need to take the harness out of that so this can come out of the rest of the way. Once you've gotten that loose, Now everything can come up and out the way. Okay. So that's as far as I want to do it. I'm probably going to take this off here just to make it swing over further. But now you got access to all your coils and tens right back here. So you can use just an extension to get in there. That's pretty simple. Do make sure you replace your intake manifold gasket and clean off all this stuff right here. I put a rag on here so nothing by chance falls down inside there. Like this little would have an opportunity to fall inside the intake. Not a good thing to have. These are going to be NGK plugs. They're pre-gapped. Don't need to do anything with it. So just make sure you don't drop them down inside the cylinders because you'll bend the tang and close the gap. Oh, I forgot one thing. You got a relay box goes right here. 2 tangs that hold it like that. Take those up and out of the way. Move that over the side. You can get all this stuff back over here a lot easier. Now you probably could get to number, what is it, 2? Sorry, that's number 1. You probably get to number 1 plug and coil without having to take the intake itself off. But you're going to not be able to get to the other 2 back in the back because it's going to hit right up on the bottom of it. And you're like, oh no. So, yeah. Going back together same way. There's not a whole lot to it. These clips were not brittle, which is a good thing. So I'll be reassembling everything back in and we will go from there. Oh, this is the intake manifold tuning valve, vacuum oriented. Yay. All right. Any questions or comments? Please feel free to let me know.